line. Are y'all on one accord? What do you believe this is?
What?
Jeremiah 31.
Let's keep reading.
No. What is this?
No, I was responding to y'all saying this was a future prophecy.
If you read
your testament, come on, I say it. Be firm on it.
What is it? If you read, is it old or new?
What this is old. What's my Old Testament?
We not talking about
let him keep reading. Mally, let him keep reading and then we'll ask him after that. We'll ask him.
Okay. Verse 9 again.
Y'all don't even agree. He said this was ancient Babylonian captivity.
I'm saying I responded to y'all and said that this is a future prophecy because we've been gathered out.
So what are you saying is it?
I don't think that this is no future prophecy that we've been.
So this is happening already. So this Jeremiah 31 is happening already.
Let me finish reading.
Because you want to know why you can't move forward like that because there ain't no edification when you do that.
The only way that we gonna get understanding, man.
We got to understand where we at. You got to be on one accord. We got to get some edification, man. We need to know. If you gonna read it, if you gonna read it, for people to see, you gotta let somebody know if this is an old prophecy.
Right.
Or it's something to come.
That's called line upon line, not old chapter upon old chapter.
The old chapter.
Well, let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me just ask him this. Do you agree that there's prophecies, there's dual prophecy? It's talking about an event then, and it's happening, and then it'll happen in the future.
Yeah.
You believe that?
I do believe it's
okay,
so in the Bible that have
all we're saying is what you're reading now.
Now this is what he said. Ask the question again to him.
Or do you agree that when the prophets speak of things, it's happening then, it's called a dual prophecy, and it will happen in the future for future events? Do you believe that prophets spoke like that over and over and over again?
Twofold prophecy.
Don't them shot, what you say?
Y'all believe that?
He believe that, what you believe?
To a certain extent, yes.
Well, hold on, what does that mean? There's no certain extent.
First of all,
hold on. See, the reason why I'm asking you that is because we're saying that it's a dual prophecy. What you read, you're saying it's singular. So I'm asking
what he said.
Right.
What he said then, what he said was, he said that this is two different things. Part of it is talking about the old. He said, but listen, y'all, for the record, he said this could be part of the old Babylonian, and the other part of verse 31 could be future. That's what you're saying, right?
Let him answer.
Is that what you're saying? No, is that what you said? We gotta get edification.
That ain't what I said.
So what are you saying?
Well, just tell us what you said.
Future prophecy.
Let him say what
he
said.
We all said the same question. Is this old prophecy?
But at the same time, we got three people trying to talk to me. Let me talk. I can either talk to you.
Go ahead, talk to him.
I'm talking to us. It ain't one person.
We asking the same
We on the same side.
We not asking different questions. We asking the same question.
But I'm saying, let me deal with one person at a time.
Okay.
Man. But if I'm going to answer your question, let me answer the question and let the other person be quiet. And then if they got a question they want me to ask, then let that person
So the
answer
question we asked was, is Jeremiah 31 an old prophecy or is it a prophecy to come?
For right now, what we're reading right now, this haven't happened.
What verse?
From verse 8, that haven't happened.
Okay.
Verse 1.
That haven't happened yet.
Go ahead, read it again.
That's why I said, let's keep on reading. And as we continue to read, we got like 30 more verses.
See that, camera? When you go back and read it, remember you said this was an old prophecy. And it already came to pass. You said that.
Not that camera.
Now that count both cameras. You said that out your own mouth.
Earlier you did. You said this is talking about Babylonian captivity.
You said that.
Come on, man, let's finish reading. What was that on verse 8?
Okay, verse 8.
Go ahead.
Behold, I will bring them from the north country and gather them from the coast of the earth.
From the coast of where?
The earth.
Okay, from the coast of the earth.
That sounds like scattered to 4
What
points.
does that mean?
4 corners.
Hold on. Coast of the earth mean what?
The 4 corners.
Okay.
Man,
That's all. All we wanted to do was get clear on what you're talking about because you expressed that this was the Babylonian captivity, right?
He said that. Yeah, he did. He said
okay, so the Babylonian captivity have to be not only the north country, but the coast of the earth.
The 4 corners.
It includes all of it?
Let's finish reading, man.
Okay, all right.
Okay, behold, I would bring them from the north country and gather them from the coast of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, the woman with child, and her that travaileth with child together. A great company shall return thither. They shall come with weeping and with supplication will I lead them. I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters, and a straight way, wherein they shall not stumble, for I am the father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn.
That sounds like Psalm chapter 1.
Is that contradiction?
In the Old Testament?
What?
Ephraim is not the firstborn of Israel.
He's not even born of Israel. He's born of Joseph.
But that's see again, you got to get past the surface level of the scripture.
Yeah, exactly.
To get that understanding. We know what that means, but we'll let y'all break it down.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead. What verse you in?
Verse 10. Hear the word of the Lord, and O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, he that scattered Israel will gather him and keep him, as a shepherd doing his flock. So the Most High scattered us, so there's him gonna come back and do that.
He get off his throne? Is that what you're saying?
He just said he that gathered him.
I know what I'm saying, but so how does he do it? Does he get off his throne?
We have to keep reading
Has
this.
the Lord ever left his throne? The Father, I mean.
So up to now, for what we done read so far, we can say this has not happened yet.
Or it is. It's the Babylonian captivity.
Come on.
Let's finish reading.
Okay. No, okay. See,
that's what we can't do that.
Hezron, this is what we're trying to get done. At least you have to walk us down.
Some
a
understanding.
path. See, hold on. You know how we get down. We stop and we go to chapter. If we read one long one, we're at least bringing you up to speed. Or you bringing us up to speed. Where are we at in history in this prophecy?
And if you ask
Where we at?
we don't mind answering.
We just asking where are we in history. If you say keep reading, we understand that, but we just want to know where we at in history, where we at in the captivity.
Just according to your words, this is ancient Babylonian captivity. And that ain't how we got home.
What I'm here to prove is verse 15 is
Okay.
not talking about Matthew.
Well, go ahead.
You ain't-
Go ahead.
you ain't proved it.
Go ahead.
Let's keep going.
Keep reading.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
That's the focus. We're going to prove that verse 15 is not talking about Matthew chapter
But then
2.
can you say afterwards that you was wrong in saying Babylonian captivity?
I mean, if once we finish reading this, and if it don't talk about the Babylonian captivity,
You should know that now.
hold on, check it out. If it don't talk about it, once we finish reading this chapter, I'll say I was wrong. I mean, I ain't got no problem saying that. But at the same time,
So that means you're not even convinced.
hold up. At the same time, if this verse 15 is not talking about Matthew chapter 2, then what?
There's no way to prove
There's
it's
no way to
not
prove
because
it.
we got the precept to show it.
There's no way to prove it.
There's no way you can prove it doesn't match up.
Come on, finish.
What you're
reading.
doing is a risk. If you're a professional gambler, how you bet is very risky. You wouldn't be a great gambler because gamblers don't go in on 50-50 odds.
Right.
You saying all in, it was made up on 50-50 odds. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. There's no way you can prove that don't got to do with Matthew 2. We go to Matthew 2 and read the same verbiage.
But
the
let's
same
just
language.
finish reading this. Let's
We're
quit
gonna finish
stopping.
reading it,
I mean, we steady stopping. Let's go on and finish
In
reading.
verse 10 again. Hear the words of the Lord, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, he that scattered Israel will gather him and keep him, as a shepherd doth his flock. For the Lord hath redeemed Jacob, and ransomed him from the hands of him that was stronger than him. Yeah, you know what that is. These are nations. Okay. Therefore, they shall come and
We
sing.
ain't hear you. You said what now?
He's talking about these other nations.
Okay, edify, man. You read the scripture,
Yeah.
break it down.
Man, he's talking about he gonna gather his deliverers from these other nations that got that were stronger than us right now because they're in rulership. Okay, verse 12. Therefore they shall come and sing in the height of Zion, and shall flow together to the goodness of the Lord, for wheat and for wine and for oil,
and for the young of the flock, and of the herd, and their soul shall be as a water garden, and they shall not sorrow any more at all. Now this talking about kingdom prophecy.
Yeah.
Future prophecy.
Yeah, end time prophecy, brother. Okay. Then shall the virgin rejoice in the dance, both young men and old together. For I will turn their mourning into joy, and will comfort them, and make them rejoice from their sorrows. And I will satiate the soul of the priests with fatness, and my people shall be satisfied with my goodness, said the Lord. Okay, verse 15. Thus said the Lord, a voice was heard in Ramah, lamentation and bitter weeping. Rachel wept for her children, refused to be comfort for her children because they were not. So, I mean, this verse 15 is talking about for her children refused to be comforted because they didn't want to be comforted. He's talking about Israel. That's what he hitting at? Is he talking about Israel? No, I'm just saying. I mean, it sounds like he's just saying. But
But it
what
sounds
I'm
like it is what it is.
Right.
Read verse 15 again.
Okay, for thus said the Lord, a voice was heard in Ramah, lamentation and bitter weeping. Rachel wept for her children, refused to be comforted for her children because they were not. Thus said the Lord, refrain thy voice from weeping, and thy eyes from tears, for thy works shall be rewarded, said the Lord, and they shall come again from the land of the enemy. Okay, verse 17. And there is hope in thy end, said the Lord, that thy children shall come again to their own borders, and have surely heard Ephraim bemoaning himself thus. Thou hast chastened me, and I was chastened, as a bullock, unaccustomed to the yoke. Turn thou me, and I said, and I shall be turned.